Why are theaters and directors condemning Warner Brothers Media? Also, why are Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins from Wonder Woman 1984 an exception to this frustration? How's it going, guys? Aradeek here with my adventures through pop culture. Now, as most of you already know, Warner Brothers' entire film slate for 2021 will be released simultaneously, both in theaters and on HBOMax. This announcement dropped many movie theaters' already dwindling stocks and outraged many major directors who were primed for big releases in the upcoming year. On the forefront is Christopher Nolan, known best for the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception. His newest release, Tenet, a time-warping spy thriller, was used as a base model to see if theatrical releases could be profitable amidst a worldwide pandemic. After seeing nowhere near the estimated profit, many movies were pushed back to 2021. Other movies tried a video-on-demand release model to some success, with Bill and Ted and the New Mutants being the most notable. Now, although most of the movies being released won't have this benefit, Wonder Woman 84 saw Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins both receive a $10 million payout. This was organized by Gal Gadot and Patty Jenkins' legal teams in knowing that the movie's profits will be much slimmer being released on HBO Max and theatrically at the same time in the middle of the pandemic. Now, if the other actors or crew involved with the movie will get an additional payout is yet to be determined. Also, will the filmmakers of other Warner Brothers properties get similar payouts? If so, it really would subdue some of the bad blood that has been boiling over between Warner Brothers and many filmmakers. But sadly, even if this does happen, movie theaters will continue to suffer. Out of all these upcoming titles, 3 in particular I think will be the most adversely affected. Godzilla vs. King Kong. On the heels of the less than stellar Godzilla King of the Monsters, which in my opinion was the least enjoyable of the current kaiju franchise, the upcoming Godzilla vs. King Kong has surprisingly received the least funding out of all the movies in the series, even though it aims to be the biggest spectacle of all of them. Personally, I loved King Kong Skull Island and found Godzilla quite enjoyable, even though it did have a very slow start. My excitement for the upcoming Godzilla vs. King Kong movie is dwindling with every upcoming tidbit of information on it. Denis Villeneuve, known best for Sicario, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049, is creating what looks to be a glorious interpretation of the sci-fi epic Dune. His works have always been pulse-pounding and truly a visual feat, almost required to be seen on the big screen to truly and fully appreciate. Dune, being the vast sci-fi epic that it is, will almost surely be diminished by experiencing it on the small screen for the first time. And Mr. Villeneuve is less than excited about his VOD release on HBO Max. The movie that I'm most personally affected by is James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. After David Ayer's poorly received original take on this group of misfits sent out to do the work that no one else wants to, I'm very hopeful for this title to spark the dwindling ember that is the DC cinematic universe, especially with Gunn at the helm. Much like Guardians of the Galaxy, he brought C-listers to the forefront and made comic book movies cool to be funny again, without forcing humor and injecting some classic music that DC sorely needs. Sadly, with a video-on-demand release in conjunction with a theatrical release, it seems like more and more of these upcoming DC titles won't get the big push that the Marvel movies have gotten in the past decade. Also, more and more titles following suit, it seems like the future will be streaming instead of going to the movie theater for the upcoming big blockbuster, which truly makes me sad as someone who loves the theater-going experience. Disney Plus has leaned into this concept fully, as a slew of original Star Wars and Marvel series have been announced for Disney Plus. So many, in fact, that I will examine them in an upcoming video. Hopefully HBO will continue this trend of original series without diminishing major movie releases, expanding on the fantastic ensemble of DC Universe original live-action shows like Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, Titans, and Stargirl. Hopefully DC will produce more live-action series soon to combat the upcoming wave of Disney Plus original series. Even though it has been confirmed that Justice League Dark and Green Lantern series are coming, we haven't really seen anything for them other than a title card. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, please keep doing what you're doing, bettering yourself and those around you in this crazy dumpster fire of a year that is 2020. Stay safe, stay sane, keep having fun. Thank you.